Yeah, their cores are kind of just one-to-one countered across the board. You have the Disruptor Axe, who go through Kraken Shells disables. You have the Axe against the PA, which makes it hard for PA to ever go into fights until Toby's already committed himself. And then you have the Puck into the DK.
Yeah.
DK, the tanky strength hero that usually Puck doesn't possess enough damage to bring down, and also has the instant disable to catch him out later. So it really does come down to getting that snowball off the ground, because otherwise the game plan is just so much simpler for Ghost Frogs to execute.
Sure. And it will be interesting to see, because it is a little bit different to what we have, as we said, seen Team Bold do most of the time, right, where they put Excalibur in that sort of priority position. This time around, Gorg playing the PA. He's sort of taking the game on his shoulders, and he's going to be coming out with this more carry rather than the utility carries that we've seen from him before.
Yeah, it was nice to pick PA into Jug. That matchup tentatively favors the PA, but the problem is you also picked it into DK, who's a ridiculously high armor strength hero who you just don't ever feel comfortable going on. And then they also now have the Axe, so you now have two really tanky strength cores. And PA struggles with damage until very late on in the game. Gets the deny on the ward from Gork. Forced to level leap. That's really good for the side of Team Bald.
Yeah, one less sort of threat for him in the lane when they make it down there.
Yeah, now they're going to have to play for the level 2 timing. Axe, a very good level 2 hero. Mirana now needs level 2. Maybe that'll give them a nice window to get off to a good start with the PA Snapfire. Pretty good synergy there with the physical damage from the PA as well as a little Shredder. Minus armor. So much damage. Yeah, they need to capitalize on this level 1.
Yeah, we'll just sort of just run at the heroes when they step up to the wave.
Absolutely. If they can get level 2 first and then maybe get a kill with the Cookie plus the PA Blink Strike, that might be the saving grace for Team Ball here.
Let's see how well the two of them can do it. Meanwhile, up on the other side of the map, where we're seeing this top lane, as sort of said by the panel, would you agree this is not easy territory for Radix' Tide in the laning stage?
I don't think this is as much the laning stage as it is the game. So I think he can actually get a decent start because he has a 4-position Lina. The Gush plus the Light Strike Array and the right clicks coming out from 5 up. Jug has to be careful. As you see, the Lina is quite potent. Getting some nice harass off on Crystallis here. So annoying to deal with. I do not miss being a carry against the 4-position Lina.
Sure.
That was like a year ago or so. Yeah, it just never feels good. Yeah, he's owning. I think they'll probably win top, to be honest with you. Team Bald.
Well, this Lina factor just makes the lane so much better for Radix.
Yeah, you pretty much have to have kill threat on the Lina, and so the carry often has to be either like a PA or a Ricky, some gap closer, and Jug just doesn't do that. So even though it is a last pick support, overall 10th pick, don't see that too often, I think it will have a lot of impact compared to what a support usually will have. All in on the lanes, though. Looks like mid lane was starting out in favor of Puck, but that's tends to be how this matchup goes. DK initially can't really play that aggressively because he doesn't have enough sustain and armor yet, but as you see there, he was already starting to walk at Excalibur as Crystal is getting the treatment. This is a 1v2, 5 up his own.
Yeah, 5
Sheever
up.
says, "Look away, Ice Frog." As please don't nerf my 4 Lina.
Doing an excellent job of completely zoning the two of them. Yeah, 10 for 9 on Radix, 5 and 0 on Crystallis. All down indeed to these aggressive moves from 5 up.
Yeah, skipping the point in the Kraken Shell for now. That's when you know they are being incredibly aggressive here.
Yeah, well, he's not under any sort of threat. And he's ready to turn if they do end up getting anywhere close whilst getting caught by the Light Strike Array from 5 up.
He's going to yoink at the bounty rune. I feel like what I've been watching is the mid laners tend to get more of the opponent's bounty than their own. You know, one guy tries to do the aggressive steal, and then the other guy tends to reciprocate. But it looks like Excalibur, by TPing back mid, that does cost him 100 gold. Unless he plans to die.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, he's going to opt to miss these 2 CS in order to get the other bounty. Is that worth it? Because now DK is suddenly up by 8 CS, and it doesn't get any better. So yes, it's nice for the economy of the team. Maybe you get that extra regen from the bottle, but he's also using his orb to get from rune to rune. So the mana's kind of canceling itself out there.
See bottom lane, Pablo. They will manage to find him. First blood finally falls here at 4 minutes in.
Yeah, they feel confident to go aggressive on Rajix just because they forced the Lina to TP out. But Tide still out leveling the Jug pretty significantly. 24-13 to the 10-0.
Yeah, this top lane is
13 denies. That's
insane.
crazy. That's just the 1v2 bullying set up by 5-Up here.
Yeah, 5-Up's back on his way over. Meanwhile, down on the bottom half of the map, even farm. You know, Gorg, he's able to hit the creeps quite happily down here. There's a little low hit. But he's going to be fine.
He went for the Orb of Corrosion, so he's opting for the aggressive route rather than the sustain route. The Battle Hunger is going to add up, though. Oh, nicely timed stun.
Crystallis, just so much pressure from this Lina.
Yeah, he even brought himself a new salve. Lina did not have that last time I checked, so he was prepared to all-out brawl. I don't know how I feel about that mid-fortification by the DK to deny those CS, because now he has his level 6 and the catapult wave coming, but he does not have fort. So Excalibur should be able to reliably push that out. A little bit... You're like trying to make a cheeky play to deny the range creep CS as well as one of the melee creeps, but now you don't have it when you need it. Bork.
The call into the arrow. Pablo.
Nice cookie.
Able to get in there, disrupt any follow-up. Cool, getting low, but still with tangos to play with. The lane is going to get pretty tough in terms of finding opportunities to kill Toby in a second. As
the Vanguard rush.
Very close.
And he's already got it. The Vit booster being made 100 gold cheaper. It's noticeable. That's 2 or 3 CS, which usually means an extra 30 seconds earlier. And that is a sub 6 minute Vanguard that's going to be completed for him. And PA does jack all against that. You just do not have high instances of damage this early on in the game. I believe it also blocks the little shredder. I assume that's coded like a normal attack.
Oh, for sure, right. Yeah.
Yeah, they literally do 0 damage. It's like they're doing damage, quote unquote.
I mean,
but Gork's got to go back to lane.
Yeah. Well, they can take him down a little bit, but it's just never going to feel good now, hitting this axe.
Yeah, he missed 2 CS for that, too, so he did... That wasn't exactly, like, free harass for Gork there. They're trying. I don't know about this, though. The arrow.
Well, they're going to turn, and Gork taking a lot of damage here. The Battle Hunger's going to take him down. Milan's going in for the kill, and they've got it. Pablo as well in trouble as Milani's diving on. He's got stick charges, Milan, as he could go in again with another leap. They're going to take down the 2 of them. I mean, they do best not to touch this axe at the moment, Brian, as it's causing them problems.
Yeah, it's honestly the lane, since the top is going so well, they just have to not feed down here. Look at the net worth disparity between the Jug and the Tide. It's 1,000. Just cut your losses bottom. Sadly, it might be a little bit too late because now Axe is level 6. The lane shoved into tower. You don't feel comfortable TPing back there as Gork. So he's actually elected to come top. Crystallis electing to TP out. This is honestly okay, but now you're kind of griefing your Tide. I don't think Gork had a better option. So it's kind of fine for them to just buddy it up here.
True. It's like, where else does he go, right? It's even for what, this lane or the jungle.
You're not going to jungle as a PA. You're not a hero that can do that. Leave Pablo to his own devices, top or bottom. He's actually doing a pretty good job here, buying some time, lowering Toby's armor.
Yeah, Toby's getting a little low.
TP in for 5-Up.
It's going to get the light strike off. Extra TP's coming in, but 5-Up's gone. Extra TP's coming in. They've got the 3 of them down here.
I don't like this. I don't like this by Team Ball. Just cut your losses and get the tower top. They just walk away.
That was the first move from Excalibur.
DK taking mid too.
You're bringing 2 cores down here for this. Maybe they get Toby, though. Toby's still hanging around. Have they got enough burst? They've still got J4 and Crystallis by his side. They'll pot the Ravage, catches the 3 of them. Will get the kill. They turn over towards Milan. He's trying to run. He actually gets the arrow. They've got the stun from Baranya. That's Excalibur dead.
You just can't do this, though, because DK just took mid-tower. It's gone. I know you're inevitably going to lose it as a puck, but the problem is you're now losing your bottom tower because of how well Axe has done. Yes, you get the kill, but you dedicated 4 heroes, a Ravage, and a Coil, and lost your mid tower to a DK who was just chilling the entire time. He's been hitting creeps similar to the Slardar last game. These heroes that are just given their own lane free to take a tower. It's something you really just can't afford to do, but sometimes you have to, but losing it in 2 lanes instead of 1 is double the trouble.
Branya also able to step up, grab the bounty. And yeah, what you would have just liked to see them just sack that bottom tower completely, as just the value of holding your tier 1 is that much more than the bottom.
You just have to cut your losses, because by defending that tower, they remove the puck from mid lane, whose responsibility was to defend the mid tower. So you just lose an extra tower, unless it works, right? But it's just a high risk, low reward scenario, because both ways you're losing one tower. But if you die bottom, you're also going to lose a second tower in exchange for potentially getting a kill. Axe doesn't really care about that death, to be honest. Like, the fact that his team has so much space from it, and then he's just going to come back and do the exact same thing over and over again. He's actually electing to jungle on the Axe and give Jug the bottom lane. I'd like to see them make a move real quick to take that bottom tower.
It's super low.
Yeah, it should just die pretty quick.
I mean, maybe so their logic is hey, if we leave it up once more, we're going to get someone, some other poor soul TPing down here to try and defend it.
The Jabate play, yeah.
They've left it up. Pablo's coming. Glimpse, not quite going to be able to get the reach. So letting Pablo live for now. And maybe sort of like just more time where, one of the members of Team Bolt's kept down here. Pablo is going to be able to get the tower deny out of this, though. So nicely found.
Yeah, now DK's rotated bottom. They do have the smoke. No ultimate on Disruptor, but they do have the blink on DK. I don't know how they exactly get a kill, because DK with a blink isn't exactly an abundance of damage.
And they're split up as well now, so they're not actually behind Branya.
What is the idea here? Gork might get himself caught in the mid lane, might be giving them a kill on a silver platter. No, he's going to continue walking top.
Oh, this is a lot of time.
Yeah, this is time wasted. Toby, working on a blink of his own, got the chip vest on Axe. That's the dream.
Nice.
Axe and Centaur, the best chip vest carriers, maybe other than Spectre.
Branya, he's eyeing up some potential top. Radix has got Ravage. He's going to go for Excalibur.
They do have the ultimate.
They do. J4's got the 6. Static Storm's down. It's an easy kill onto Excalibur.
I guess they kind of realized that they really did need the Disruptor 6 to make any of that work, so they made a move across the map, did it very patiently, and waited for the Disruptor to soak a little bit of XP from mid. It's better to realize you messed up a bit and take the inefficiency than to like commit with a level 5 Disruptor in a gank. So I like that patience coming out from Ghost Frogs.
Oh, the map's going to be very scary now with that blink done on Toby. Both.
There's just nothing Excalibur can itemize other than a Lincoln's to deal with that, and you're not getting a Lincoln's on Puck anytime soon. So the problem is Puck, you're supposed to be able to play the map, you're supposed to be able to push out lanes and hunt for kills, but you have to make space for this PA, and you have a 1-2 punch that kills you. On the, I think Disruptor ulti is like a 90-second cooldown. It's pretty low, all things considered, for an ultimate that's going to bring you down. Crystallis gonna walk at Pablo here, and he's going to get out. Oh, nope, the Blink Axe
They've got him
through.
Pablo, he'll slowly but surely die. Crystallis, he'll want to take the kill here. Not going to get it. Toby says no, takes it for himself. Meanwhile, over on the mid, another jump's made as Branya closes the gap onto 5 up. 2 more kills now for Ghost Frogs, up 8-2, 2K lead.
They just have a bunch of squishies. Even PA at this point in the game is a squishy. Heroes that are very fragile. Once blinked on, they will most likely die. You have 4 of them. And now they have 2 Blink Daggers on Strength Cores, and also the Disruptor Glimpse to bring them back in case they ever do escape. Spell some trouble here. Radix, probably not the ideal target. The one hero that is not the squishy.
Yeah.
That is not who they wanted to find. Looking for most likely Gork farming his own triangle, but he was top there. But you see the difference here is that Jug really has no threat. So he can just do whatever he wants bottom. Even though he had a rough start, and he's still the bottom of the cores, I expect that to change sometime in the next 5 to 10 minutes as he does get a lot of space to work with. Lots of hats coming out from Milan there. He's got his cosmetic game on point.
They're trying to go for the smoke move, but Baranya puts a stop to it. Dispels it. And he's out with the blink. So.
Do they have a... What's Puck's item here?
Going for the bots rush, I believe.
Oh, he does have it. Yeah, if you can't really itemize to survive, the best way to deal with it is to just evade. And bots will do that, so I don't mind that pickup from Excalibur. You don't even mind dying a couple times because the bots is like a pseudo Midas. You're saving money on TPs, and you're accelerating your own game. So he is going to take the dangerous farm bottom on Excalibur. He's got the Fairy's Trinket, which allows his orb to one-shot the range creep. That feels pretty good.
And all in all, you know, with sort of the move and the way that bottom lane did go, Gorgs, he's catching up on farm. You know, he's playing in areas that they haven't yet been able to punish him in.
I'm just scared for his scaling because you're never going to be bringing down a DK, and then you're also just against Axe. So unless you go on Axe, you're going to get called, and then you're going to be forced to attack a 50 armor Axe, which it's just a hard matchup for PA. That's all. Jug, on the other hand, when he pushes spin, assuming that he's got the Axe behind him to save him from the PA, he's pretty much invulnerable, which makes him feel much more comfortable during the fights, as well as just the way he maneuvers himself around the map. But if they manage to get an Aegis, I would say,
Yeah,
that could spell that would enable the aggression for Gork in fights, because the counter initiation of the Axe, yeah, you might bring down the Aegis, but utilizing the ultimates of the Puck and the Tide and the Snapfire, they could capitalize on that. So many hats for Milan.
This is going to be the battle Fury done for Gorg. So again,
pretty good timing.
Yeah, considering the tough beginning he did have down bottom after the levels were up for Ghost Frog's dual lane. He's hitting that. He's hitting that iron timing.
Oh, he sees him with the ward. Borodino cancels the TP from Excalibur. Does have the Invisor in, though. But now he doesn't have a TP, so he's stuck down here for another 30 seconds. They know this, too. J4's hunting.
He wants to see if he can
find him. Oh, he's
find
even
him,
got the Sentry, yeah. Meanwhile, mid lane, Gork is going to be pushing a little bit, using the minus armor from the Shredder, but they have to back off. They know this is going to force a reaction. They're scared. Rajic's really the only one that feels comfortable standing in front. Actually going a Blink Dagger, I don't actually like that. I don't like that at all.
Or you'd rather see him just tank up?
I really think his job is to just walk around and offer his team information, because PA and Puck really feast on that information. The daggers being chucked out for damage, as well as Puck picking and choosing her targets, especially because there's so many threats to the Puck. He needs to see them.
Sure. And you don't feel that they need to aggressively look to make plays around the Ravage? They can afford to sort of just sit back and just make sure they're there for when the PA, you know, Gorg's getting jumped and Rajix is ready to respond.
Yeah, I just think that it's really hard to make use of the 3 seconds in the Ravage. You have a DK and an Axe. You have the counter initiation of Disruptor. Unless you catch all 5 of them and focus down like the 2 targets at the same time.
Sure. You feel like for this to pay off, we've got to see some big multi-man Ravages from Rajix.
Yeah, and it just has. They have to catch him off guard too. And since you have a blink, you're not accelerating yourself. You're not becoming tankier, so you might even eventually be burstable by the Axe call plus Disruptor combo. Yeah, I think I would have really preferred like a Grief Solar here or something like that. Just raw utility for his team that tanks up against the damage.
We'll see. See if Rajix can pull off those big plays to show the value of getting the blink a little earlier this game.
Does have an Essence Ring, but he's only got 7 armor. And you're against Jug. DK is pretty decent physical.
We are
smoked up here.
And with the moments passing, that their lead does continue to grow for Ghost Frogs. Now farming themselves up to a 4K advantage. Toby is going to be able to walk up, get the jump here onto Excalibur. It's Excalibur gone. Gorg, he's caught in the Static Storm. They're hitting him with a slash. They'll get him over to the side with the cookie. Gorg's still alive. Rajix moving over. Gorg's going to get glimpsed back up to the high ground as they've lost themselves Pablo. Gorg also to fall here to the damage of Piranha. Milan will pick off 5 up to the side. They're all dying. Rajix, the last one left alive. Ghost Frogs, they're going to chase him down. Here's Tanky still with a hood. Is he tanky enough, though? Probably not with that sort of control coming in from J4 as he's glimpsed back into the midst of the entire team. Rajix will slowly but surely fall as a team wipe in place from Ghost Frogs. They just couldn't find the opportunity to turn things around there. Rajix not really seeing a chance to commit with the Ravage and try and set up a turnaround.
The thing is, you don't have a core that gets initiated onto and then you turn the fight. Like, you don't, like Puck and PA, they can't afford to get initiated onto. So because you have this Blink Ravage, you're viewing yourself as like a counter-initiator that saves your teammates, when I truly believe he has to be the one that gets initiated onto. He has to be the one that's in the front of the team on the map, giving them the protection so that that initiation on the puck doesn't happen. But we're just seeing here that the Tide is behind the rest of his team, looking for that time to Ravage, and this is kind of the perfect proof that the Blink feels awkward. He didn't really find an opportunity to even Ravage that entire fight. Excalibur.
Oh, the glimpse. It's going to get him after he's already orbed away.
No.
Back into the Static Storm. Excalibur, he'll slowly die.
Oh, no.
The burn of the Battle Hunger. Branya, he's ready to keep on chasing here. Moving in with the BKB. Rajic's looking to turn. Has got the Ravage. Now he'll blow it, and that will set up the kill onto Piranha. But Toby's in with a call on the backlines. They catch 5 up. Can they clean up anything more here, Team Bold? As Gorg, he's having to jump out to the side, but another glimpse there from J4, getting Gorg back in reach of Toby as Toby gets the call off onto the two of them. Gorg goes down. It looks like it's going to be another back-to-back team wipe here, as this game's starting to get pretty rough here for Team Bold. Another jump, another catch. All 5 dead yet again.
Yeah, all of his blinks have been like 200 range. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop harping on the Tide's itemization.
It's
I think there's a lot of moving factors going on here that are causing Ghost Frogs to quickly jump out and lead here. I like how Jug realizes, since he sees the blink from the Tide, just to rush the Sanj, knowing that yes, you could go the Yasha for efficiency, but as long as you're not dying, you're going to outfarm the PA and the Sanj. A little weird of an inventory there. 2 open slots, 21 minutes in, but did have a rough start on the Jug.
Oh, bottom Excalibur. I mean, he's going to be all right.
Oh, the arrow.
It's a little close. See if they're going to be able to find him here deep in the trees. He's out with the blink. Oh, no, that should be enough. He's away. Meanwhile, in the mid, Gorg. They'll catch him. Static Storm's down. No means to jump out of there as Gorg's gone again.
This is just map orientation. Tide has to be in front of the PA, because anytime PA is even seen through blur, like they just know he's there, he's going to get blink taunted into Disruptor ulti. And there's nothing that will change that until he gets BKB, which he is still... He's almost there, you know? He's 2,000 gold away. Almost as relative, Owen.
It is. That's a tough one.
Chrysalis is really thinking this game's going to go on a lot longer with that quick buy queued up there.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Or he just knows exactly what he's going to do regardless of what happens. He's going to get the MKB to threaten the PA, through the BKB, and then the Ags to make sure he utilizes the max damage output. Solar Crest on Pablo, and 5-up's got an Ether Lens. Decent farm on the supports, but they're just so tanky on Ghost Frogs. Even the Mirana's hard to bring down because of this Yule Scepter. No real instant disables from coming out from Team Bald, so he should be able to reactionary defend himself there.
Trying to poke at Piranha.
That was a crit. That was like 1/10 of his HP.
5 up. In a bit of trouble here. He's going to try and turn. Burst through J4 with the Laguna Blade. It's not enough damage. It's another kill for Ghost Frogs, as they'll grab the creeps round mid. They've got the creeps themselves pushing in. They're onto the tier 2.
What's more likely, Owen? 2 kills for Ghost Frogs or 1 kill for Team Bald? We've got multiple meme potential.
We do. It's going to hit one of them.
Type 1 in chat if you want 1 kill for Team Bald. 2 in chat if you want 2 kills for Ghost Frogs. Here's the 1, baby.
Oh, no. Okay. He's got Aegis as well. Wouldn't count. And he's more than fine. Chrysalis out of there. Yours nearly done. In fact, yeah, it's completed it for Excalibur, so he can afford to play a bit more aggressively with the split pushing, have something to sort of help get him out of the jump from Ghost Frogs.
Rajix. That is the target they want to get initiated onto.
Oh no, Branya just waiting for Gorg to start TPing as they sit on top of him from the invis.
Oh, was he just stalking him?
He was just watching and waiting,
Okay,
hitting him when it hurts.
Now we need one more kill for Ghost Frogs. It's already been spoiled. No 420 for us.
Let's have a look. They're onto the high ground. 30 seconds without Gorg.
J4 and Milan, we're looking at you. No feeds here.
Oh, Crystallis. He was looking to try and step in.
Wow, preemptive Yule's cast.
Immediately into the static storm.
There we go.
They were there, ready for that one. We're going to enjoy a brief moment of the magical numbers. It's going to accelerate even more here. Crystallis in with the slash to take down Pablo. He'll buy back, but no buyback available for Excalibur. The puck dead and gone for 30 seconds.
They did it in style, too. He had the Yules preemptively cast onto Excalibur, so the second the puck blinked in, he got instantly Yules into the arrow disruptor combo.
I've got the call into the arrow, Rajix.
Meanwhile, the Rax is going down here.
Still with that Aegis intact here on Crystallis. As they'll take it without Team Bold being able to do anything to push them back. Even with an expended buyback, just not having anywhere close to the firepower really to tackle Ghost Frogs.
Yeah, I don't know how they come back from this. What does a Dota Plus say here?
Probably the 90s.
That's the hockey. Oh, it is 100% for Dire.
100%.
No faith.
That's a tough one. You see all three cores of Ghost Frogs in the 13k net worth department. Meanwhile on Team Bold, 10k for Excalibur and Gorg. 8k here for Rajix. Very far behind in comparison. As Ghost Frogs, they're just stepping up, taking another set of racks. There's no defense to be had here by Team Bold. They're just going to let this second racks go.
Yeah, I was going to try to Doctor Strange this game. What's the one outcome for Team Bald here? But Dota Plus is telling me there is no outcome. No timeline where they take the victory. Sapphire is respawning. One last Hail Mary.
Let's see if they can do anything. See if they can get a kill at least. Something. Branya just focusing on closing up the game. The BKB is done. Gorg's got the BKB.
The timing is online.
Can they kill?
Yes. No.
No. They're away. They're away, Ghost Frogs. Not going to let it happen. Not going to let themselves lose any lives here. Got the smoke up on a couple of them, Team Bold.
I'll take that as tribute.
As Ghost Frogs can chill out. Tier 2's ready for the take-in up top. Like to maybe pull that over. Now hovering outside of the base. Ghost Frogs already on the high ground.
Instant D-Ward.
It's going to get caught. Branyan's managed to get the jump on the side. Rajix will come in with a Ravage. And the slashes come out. That's going to be 5 up going down. Rajix trying to run. They have the coil down, and now the follow-up damage from the kisses, but the healing ward's out. Pretty much healing up all the damage. Gorg's trying to get in there to take down
Get him,
the
baby.
But the call's there. Gorg's gone. Dead for 45. And over to the side, they'll find Pablo as well. They'll call it GG's there. As Ghost Frogs, they'll take game 2. The series is theirs 2-0.